Hey guys, welcome back to the next video. This video is essentially just setting up the contact page and the settings around the contact form for it to actually send to an email. The type of email I will be using in this is a Gmail, so you will need to do your own research or follow a tutorial on how to set up one for an Outlook email or anything else. I'm sure it'll be similar, but I'm going to be showing you how I do it with a Gmail. And I would like to take a moment to thank you all for the support on my YouTube videos, my own channel, and my TikTok videos and TikTok channel. If you haven't seen any of the content on either of those channels, please head over. I'll have the links in the description below. So yeah, in this video I'll show you how to create a working contact form using just HTML, jQuery for the Ajax form submission and PHP mailer to actually send the email. This is perfect if you're building a portfolio, a business website, or just want to learn real-world PHP. Okay, so first you're going to want to create a contact.php file, which will be your contact page or contact landing page, and I'll show you what mine looks like now. So this is my contact page. As you can see, it's just a bootstrap standard contact form. You enter your email, your name, the subject, and your message, and obviously just click send, and it will send to the email that it's set up to send to. Obviously, make sure you have your page title set up. If you've got your layout similar to how I have mine and my file structure, then please utilize this code. But if you don't, then you can either follow along from episode 1, which is on my YouTube channel and TikTok channel. Otherwise, yeah, just include the page title, which is contact us, add your includes for your application PHP file and your header PHP file. Next, you've got your container with the header, the contact us header, and you've got a response message here, which essentially just adds a response message. So if you have an error, or if it actually sends, it will be attached to this area. Next, you've got your contact form. So you've just got form groups, which splits everything up nice and simple, and each one is set to required. You don't have to do it like that, or you can add an asterisk next to each one just to make sure that the user knows it is required, but I've just left that out and just gone straight into it. I've also included a text area instead of just the regular input, and you can control how many rows this spans, and this is what you see on 100% of contact forms, or so I've seen. Next, you want to include your footer PHP include, and this will obviously just include the footer at the bottom of the page when you actually see it. I've got this commented out because in your application PHP file, if you have it set up like I do, it will actually reference this, and then it will send the email twice, or the contact form to the email twice. But if you don't have it set up like I do, then you can just obviously skip this and reference your script directly in your file. Next, you're going to want to make sure that your navigation bar actually points to your contact PHP page or contact page. So mine is directly, or not directly, the exact same name, so it will work, and I have tested it. This is my application PHP file, just in case you were wondering, and this is where it references my script file. So this just essentially keeps everything nice and tidy in one file, so I can reference to this file once on each page, and it will reference to loads of other things, so it will speed up load times and improve usability for the user, or the user experience, shall I say. To be blurred, you're going to want to create a return array set your environment to localhost if you are doing it on a localhost. Other than that, have it set to production, and create an SMTP array. We're going to be using SMTP to set the settings for the email and how it will send. Within the SMTP array, you've got the host, which I'm using smtp.gmail.com. It will be different for Outlook and other email providers, so please do your own research or follow a tutorial for those. And I'm going to be using the email port that will work with this. And next is going to be the username. This will be the email or the Gmail that you want to send to, or just your general Gmail address. So for Gmail and I believe Outlook, you will need an app password, and that's the easiest way for this to work. There are tutorials for both, and I believe the Gmail app password setup tutorial is really simple. I did it within 10 minutes. And then next you're going to want to set up your from email, which essentially is just the same as the username. And you can set up a from name, which it's just going to disguise how or who you are essentially, or who it's coming from. Next, we've got the script. So when the contact form is submitted, it's going to run this function, and we're going to have the prevent default event, which just prevents default form submission. And this is the code that disables the submit button when it is clicked, so you can't repeatedly click it and send multiple emails with the same contact data. And we are also going to serialize the form data. Now we're going to Ajax post the contact form to the send email PHP file. I'll show you what that is like in a second. The data will be the form data, which is just a form, and it will be sent across as a JSON data type. If all is successful, the response message will be the response message, which I will show you how that looks in a second. And this is obviously going to set that area where it will say your email has been sent successfully, or such and such. And as you can see here, if it echoes success or responds with a success, then it will add alert success. Or if it responds with anything else, then it will add the alert danger. And this is a Bootstrap class that will make it very much obvious to the user as to whether it has worked or not. And if it is successful, again, the page will refresh after 2 seconds. And this is just to control the error. So this is where the error will be output. So if there is an error encountered, it'll console log it so that you can right click and inspect your page, and the error will be there if you do encounter an error, or it will be applied to the area where it will just be red with the alert danger class, and just say an error occurred, which is for the end user. And then next, once all this is complete and it's smooth sailing, then your submit button will no longer be disabled. Next, we've got your send email PHP file, and this references your config file where you've got your email settings set up, and you've got your require vendor autoload PHP. You will need this, so make sure it is installed. Next, we've got two if statements. Essentially, if the sender email address isn't correct or it's not valid, then it will echo the status, which is an error, and the message. And the next if statement is basically saying that the recipient email address isn't correct, and it's not valid. So these are just two errors, just to point you to what could be wrong if you do encounter an error. Next, you're going to want to start a new PHP mailer, and within a try curl brackets, you're going to want to have it similar to this or the exact same. So this is the SMTP configuration for your email, and this is the sender's email, and this is basically the sender name is the name that you enter in the contact form, and the sender email is the email that you enter in the contact form also. This essentially makes it so it can be dynamically set to whatever, instead of being hard coded. And these two variables will be used to be assigned to the set from, so this knows where the email is coming from. Next, you've got your add address, and we're using the config variable, which references the config file, which has your SMTP settings. Next, we've got your email content, so it turns it into HTML, which enables it to be added to the email and readable. And we've got your subject set, which will be the subject of the contact form. This is also going to be dynamically set regardless of who sets it. And next is your body, which will just be your message. And then you've got your mail send, which just sends the email, and if this works, then it echoes out the success message, email sent successfully. Else, it's going to catch the error or the exception and echo a error with some information. Okay, now to install PHP Mailer, you're going to want to run this specific line, and this will install the PHP Mailer package directly, and it will store it in the vendor / directory. So now we're going to be testing it out. So fill out your email. This is who it's coming from. Your name, it's obviously your name. The subject of your email, I'm using email test just to make it obvious when I'm searching through my emails, to be able to show you that it is working. You can set this to whatever you want. And the message is obviously going to be testing, because it is purely for testing. And now we're going to hit send. And it is sent. It took a bit longer than expected and wanted, but you can work on that to improve your load times and stuff like that. This is just for examples or references. So it's sent. We're going to check it and see if it has properly sent and received into my inbox, and I'll show you in a second. So now we are looking at the email. This is when it was received, the current time. So you've got your email test, the name who it's from, and the email content, which is the message. Now I really do hope you enjoyed that. If you want to follow me on my TikTok, where I'll be where I do upload TikToks, which is just about web development and coding and stuff, I'll leave the link to that in the description, or it will be in my YouTube channel bio. If you're watching this on YouTube, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. It's much appreciated, and like I said, I really do appreciate the support on all of my videos and YouTube shorts recently, and I do have more videos if you want to go back and watch them for reference, and I have more YouTube shorts about coding and web development, or just development in general. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, because I want your feedback as to what you would like me to do next or would like to see from me. Hopefully in the future I will be able to cover some Tailwind CSS, because I have seen some people ask for that actually. I'll see you in the next video, and if you really did appreciate this video, then hit the subscribe or follow button. If you are struggling, then please leave a comment. I'll try and get back to you, or somebody else can get back to you if I haven't already. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.